This first set is dead even.
Unbelievable combination.
Wow.
Beautifully done.
What a great spot.
Hello and welcome to the 2025-26 APTA Men and Women's National Championships. We're live from the Canoebrook Country Club in Summit, New Jersey, bringing you the 2026 APTA National Championships, with live streaming brought to you by the APTA membership and our tour presenting sponsor, Corient. Tournament support has also been provided by the following. Presenting sponsor, Land Rover Persephone, where excellence comes standard. Our platinum sponsors, Sea Louse, helping clients achieve their investment objectives since 1984. New Jersey Men's League, New Jersey Women's Platform Tennis League. Our gold level sponsors, PPAC Private, Pure Hockey, Skinletics, UBS, Xenon, M4, and Viking. And our silver level sponsor, Durango Social, Country Court, Center Court, Spyro, Harrison, and Nelson, Courtside Rehab and Training, Equals 5, Grant Holmes, Cisco, Susan Penny Parcells at Sotheby's, Jackson Lewis, Richard Wright from 1 Point BFG Wealth Partners, One Digital, Unity Jets, and Wealth Enhancement. And thank you to all our additional sponsors who help make this event so spectacular. I'm Denise Murphy, along with, Mike Raleigh.
Oh, yeah.
Bringing you the men's round of 16 between our number 5 seed, Sven Burus, and Mick Irdoja, against our 11th seed, Ethan Leone and Matt Muoio. Mike,
Denise,
welcome to the booth.
Thank you. Yeah, we got pulled up on the screen, our 4 players, Sven Burus and Mick Irdoja. Sorry, I was corrected on that. And then Ethan Leone and Matt Muoio. Matt and Ethan, I believe, are from the Pittsburgh area originally. It's both teaching pros. Burus and Irdoja won the national title, 3 years ago, I believe, 3 or 4 years ago. So they're not new to this game, that's for sure. I mean, they're back though. I think they fantastic. I was looking forward. I saw that we got to call this match, and really excited. Looking at our screen, we've got Sven Burus on the right-hand side and the Johnny Cash look in all black there. And then Mick is on the left-hand side, the lefty there with the white hat. Ethan Leone serving from the right-hand side with the headband. And the man with is the number 1 seed as far as the racket spins. Watch that. Something to look for. It's an amazing thing how many racket twirls.
Best of 3 sets with tie breaks. To my right, from Morristown, New Jersey, Sven Burus. His partner from Verona, New Jersey, Mick Irdoja. To my left, from Claymont, Delaware, Ethan Leone. His partner from Westchester, PA, Matt Muoio. Leon won the toss and elected to defer.
All right, our ump is Ron Borgatti, so thank you so much for his time being
2
up
out
there.
Of 3 sets, no or sudden deuce points, server's choice.
And that has really changed the game this year, Mike.
I mean, dramatically, hasn't it?
Yeah, in a huge way. It's positively affected, I think, some teams quite a bit, and not so much other teams. It's just tough. You get to that deuce and server's choice if they get to choose whether to serve to the deuce player or the ad player, but it significantly has shortened the matches. That is for sure. So temperature here tonight, I mean, it's right around hovering about 40, maybe upper 30s. There's a lot of moisture in the air. Kind of, you can see a little dark spots on the court. Rain is a little bit present, maybe a little drizzle here and there, but should not be anything that is affecting play. So we got a really good close-up of the court there. That was amazing.
You asked for it.
Wow.
Can I get a steak sandwich?
Yeah,
Bill?
right. And a cold adult beverage. Whoa. There it is. Just wiggle your nose, Mike, and it'll be there. So, Mike, what are you thinking about in this matchup?
Boy, Burus and Irdoja are a great. I mean, they're tried and true. They've been here before, and you know, Leon and Muoio, they're new this and not new, but you know, they've really vaulted onto the scene. Really fun to watch. Muoio hits some crazy, like, different cutters. You usually see cutters at the net. He does it from the backcourt sometimes on a cutter lob, or he'll just chop at a drive, and it adds an element of, I mean, it's almost like he's out there playing just a fun practice match. So, and Ethan Leon is, you know, one of the very dynamic player, loves to play fast, loves to blitz, and here we go with Irdoja to serve.
I always love the beginning part of a match, Mike, where like the teams are just kind of
feeling each other out.
Yep, just not only getting their own groove on and finding their own rhythm, but then do
you have a strategy when you're playing? You know, will you play slightly more disciplined early on? I always tried to get 1 or 2 good long points.
Yes.
Win or lose, it didn't matter. But if I could kind of get maybe some of those nerves out,
exactly,
get the heart rate up in a good way.
Yeah, I was going to say the more I move my feet when I was playing, like to start off, the better it just felt. I just felt like my blood was pumping. I'm rocking and rolling, and all of a sudden, that does, if there are nerves involved, it helps just manage that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Boy.
15-all.
Second serve of the match, a let court service winner. Yeah, but the energy is electric here at the APTA National Championships, Mike. So much action going on, so much amazing paddle all day today. It's just so awesome to be a part of this.
15.
Yeah, and you know, Canoe Brook has done such a wonderful job from the different players' rooms. You know, the food and beverage team started last night with the Hall of Fame induction of their host director of rackets, Drew Broderick, and Jared Palmer. I was lucky enough to be part of that. That was they really did a nice job.
Yeah, it was an honor to be there. Drew's done what a phenomenal player, and done so much for the game. All right, so we're talking nice kind of slow intro. I like these long points. It's Sven over there hitting majority of the overheads. Love the combo. The lefty-righty combo is always so good because, oh, nice reaction by Irdoja there. Gosh, it's phenomenal.
See, and here's Ethan Leon to
wow.
You know, that, as I said, extremely dynamic, loves to move forward. And it seems to me like the new kind of, if you're building today's players, you know, Guillermo Nunez, Ethan Leon, they love to kind of create moving forward, pressuring, putting pressure on them. And I tell you, Ethan Leon, he loves to when things get fast, because he thrives in that environment.
Yeah. Yeah, he creates a lot of chaos very quickly, as it seems to have a really good nose for knowing exactly when to come in at the right times. Oh,
40-15.
great screen drive by Irdoja.
Yeah, Ethan Leon is the director of platform tennis at Waynesboro Country Club, and Matt Muoio is the head of adult rackets at Radley Run Country Club in Westchester. Sven is the Director of Racket Sports at Essex Fells Country Club in New Jersey. Mick is, where is he? I'm drawing a blank. It'll come to me.
40,
It's a
30.
great off-pace ball by Muoio. Again, sometimes that shorter ball, you're expecting the big one, and then when you come off hitting more of a touch drive, a probing drive, it catches your opponents off guard.
Gets the volleyer just a little ahead of it.
Yep.
Kind of bracing for the heat.
It's a great lob. Definitely keeping, after Leon displayed what he does, they're keeping that ball over to Muoio. Every overhead's coming and staying over the ad side.
And we'll see if Muoio and Leon, if they switch in the backcourt, you know, called a number of their matches this year where they will make a change, just change up the court a little bit.
I think that's such an effective strategy. Wow. Great ball by Muoio. It just gives, by switching it up in the backcourt, it makes the net team kind of recalibrate where their safe zones are, where they should keep the ball away from. That's a
good
love.
leave.
I just love when a team defers to the partnership and just trusts their partner is going to be there for them. They had all the attention in the world to create some major chaos on a blitz, and they came up with a phenomenal ball.
And wouldn't you say
Leon
that
was there?
Yeah, that is something that, you know, obviously the best players do it really well, but for everybody, you know, whether it's you or your partner, knowing that, trusting that they're going to be there.
Yes. Yeah, it's twofold. It's knowing exactly what ball you're looking for, really, when you're coming into blitz, which ones you know has a high rate of success.
Well, and the big thing there is they're taking any ball that's kind of net level or higher and letting the low ball go.
Yes. Which, when you're in the heat of the moment, it's really hard to do that.
Yeah, it is.
You're like, I think I can get that. Especially when you've been successful a few times prior. You're like, I think I can get that, but I'm loving the headband look, by the way.
Yeah, the double
Leon
headbands.
And Muoio. I mean, amazing. It's bringing, I'm having like Borg flashbacks right now. I had his poster on my wall as a kid.
Oh, who didn't? I think I might have had Borg and Farrah Fawcett.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. I love those little probing drives by Muoio. He's hoping that he gets a rogue volley to get his partner Leon into the point.
Burus, Irdoja lead the first set, 1-0.
Good shot of the crowd. That doesn't do it justice, though, does it?
No.
It's jamming out there. I don't know if anybody at home can hear the music rocking. They got food trucks.
Yeah, they've created a really electric atmosphere here. Even driving up before things were really getting started, the music was pumping. Everybody's so psyched. The tents, the setups, all the special attention to detail that the Canoe Brook has put forth is just exceptional.
Yeah, and shout out to Karen Najedlik and the whole APTA crew here.
Yes,
I mean,
Ann and Jackie, Patty.
They, you know, to have, it's no easy task to not only run the tournament, but to have with 8 courts live streaming at one time.
Yes.
How about that one?
Never done before.
Huh?
Love
good move.
15.
All right, so Ethan Leone is serving. And Sven Burus is returning.
Yeah, and Sven, you're going to look for in the backcourt. He's got one of the game's best two-handed backhands. He'll hit a forehand, but he can bring. What a swinging volley there from Irdoja.
Love 30.
That was beautiful. He read that so well and never stopped his feet. He was so close to the net when he executed that volley. Wow. Muoio's going to be hitting a lot of balls over here tonight.
Gonna be. He already has, hasn't he?
Yeah, but I mean, my goodness, this is only we're in the second game, Mike. I mean, Leone is just actively trolling constantly and hunting for that ball over there, looking for opportunities.
We'll see how long it takes. I really do think they see them. I wouldn't even be surprised within a point they just switch to break up that pattern of overheads into the ad side. But the beauty of the lefty-righty team is they can equally then shift, their scheme at the net and getting Irdoja to hit more of the overheads into the deuce corner.
It's a great move by Burus coming up. Oh, wow. Oh, no. I hate to see this. I just thought he went down because he was so low and his weight was off balance. Ah, gosh, Mike, I hate to see this. I hope it appeared like he couldn't even put weight on it when he took that one step.
That's not good.
No, this early in the match especially. Seems like he's maybe going to take a medical timeout. See if they can assess, perhaps wrap it, but.
That time match, 6:20.
I just hate to see this, Mike.
It is
like even if he continues, he's not 100%. He's going to be favoring that or protecting it. They've had an exceptional season out here, 6th seed at the APTA National Championships. But maybe it's just one of those weird things. Something gets hung up and he's able to work it out. Unclear at the moment, but I feel for him.
Yeah, and this is like a hometown. I'm sure there's a lot of the Montclair members. That's where he's a pro. Sorry, I knew it would come back to me. I told you it'd come back to me, but
yeah.
I'm sure he's got a great support crowd here.
Well, while we're waiting for this, Mike, I've got a question for you.
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
In what match did you see the most exciting point that you've called today?
Thus far?
Yes.
Boy, I would say Nunez, Powers, Anderson, Bostrom. Nunez went back, hit it between a tweener off the back screen. Was able to get it below the level of the net with, I can't remember if it was Anderson or Bostrom, dipped below the net and he forced a volley error. You know, that was probably the shot of the day so far. How about you?
You know, in the last match, Alexandre and Bor playing against Delmonico and Gebbia. Man, Alexandre and Bor came up with some sick volleys, like hand-to-hand combat, like boom, boom, like volley winners. You know, like it's either I'm gonna maybe go to the hospital if I don't get my paddle on this.
Yeah.
But like Alexandre did, and it was like a winner volley. It was unbelievable, and there were several points like that. So it was a very athletic, very just they applied Bor, and Alexandre applied a lot of pressure, and they capitalized a great deal by coming in at the net. Their hands were exceptional. And so that really stood out because I didn't really know what to expect from Bor and Alexandre. They had only played a couple, maybe 3 tournaments together all season, and it was the first match I had ever covered of them. So so it was exciting. So we've got round of 16 going on several courts right now of the men's. Tomorrow morning, that concludes the round of 16. Will conclude tonight's broadcasting. And then tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, we start up, Mike, with the women's quarters. And then at noon, the men's quarterfinal round, which is followed then by the semis. So we're having
It's a full couple days.
Full couple days is a great way to say it. I can't tell if it's his ankle or his knee, because when he moves that way,
You got 5 minutes left.
I think it must be his ankle.
I'm thinking calf. I hope it's not the Achilles.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah, you see him massaging it. You see Blake Anderson out there, one of the tournament directors.
Yeah. Tomorrow night is the big barbecue, right, Mike? The party. The party continues.
You mean it? Yes, it's continuing. It is. It seems to be as.
It's going
there's
tonight.
Something going on there now.
There's a gazillion food trucks out there. The cold cocktails are flowing. There's a lot of excitement and enthusiasm out there. But if your viewers, if you want to check out courtdirector.com, you can follow all the live action from the Canubra Club.
Courtdirector.com.
Yes. Currently, Stojic and Gregorovic are up 4-0 against Ong and Lofgren.
And not surprisingly, Broderick Christian are still in their second game.
Oh my gosh.
Over Dobic and Pardo de Andrade.
I am not kidding when I tell you I walked over there to watch. Okay, I exaggerated when I was broadcasting earlier with Brad, but it's like straight up there was, if I were to take 3 points, those 3 points took about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean that is
like easily 20.
That is Broderick's. That's his MO. I mean that's what he does so well.
Just so patient, looking for the right times to attack, and even when he has an attacking ball, deferring on that look.
Yeah.
And just being relentlessly making his opponents grind. Leon and Muoio uncertain if matches will continue. They're trying to keep each other psyched, keep those feet moving. I think the longer that Irdoja is down, Mike, it's not looking.
Yeah,
It's looking
yeah.
worse and worse.
Well, and the hard thing is, it's not only, even if he grinds this match out, you've got a quarterfinal. Potentially, you've got to play 3 more matches. So
Yeah. Mike, are you hosting Team Nationals again this year?
yes, we are.
Oh.
Yeah, April 11th and 12th is the ladies are coming back to Chicago, and I think we were in the first hour we had 40 teams register, so that was over 240 women.
I think they come
And
just to see you, Mike.
I don't
Because
believe
you're
that
such
for
a
a
nice
minute.
guy and you put on such a good party.
But I think that we were in a wait list.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just looking at before I came out yesterday, looking at the courts. Got to thank all the clubs out there. We're using over 92 courts throughout the Chicago North Shore, from Evanston Golf Club all the way up to Lake Bluff Park District, and every club in between, just about. And we really couldn't run the event without the support of pretty much all the clubs in the area.
That's amazing. Well, you, in all seriousness, you've done a phenomenal job in the past, and I hear nothing but raving reviews.
It's a fun weekend.
Okay, it appears like Irdoja's is going to continue. So we wish him the best here.
And the hard part now is, I mean, careful of the wounded,
Scores 30-40.
the wounded player, because they can just go for broke.
Yeah, to be honest, I was in a the woman was down for 15 minutes and came back and crushed us because we thought we had her because she was injured. And I'm like, darn it.
I remember years ago it happened to us, Stulak and Anderson and Short Hills. I'll never forget. It was, he kind of tweaked his calf. Anderson tweaked his calf, and we started hitting. We got away from how we played and started hitting every ball to him. And, every opportunity he got, he drove and won the match.
It's interesting. Leon is hitting a lot of balls hard at. That's going to be the tricky one.
Yeah, forcing
Irdoja, because
to move.
he really didn't even have to. Yeah, he just let it go off his left shoulder and it appeared on his right. Or he let it go the screen and it was just there.
There's that two-handed backhand from Irdoja.
So pretty.
Or from Sven Burus.
Right, just to reintroduce the players because we had kind of a long break. That's Mick Irdoja on the left at the net wearing the white hat. Partner Sven Burus to his right wearing either all black or navy. We've got Ethan. Matt Muoio just made that move with the blonde hair up at the net with the gray pants, and his partner Ethan Leon is serving. That's just a really tough serve.
First set time,
It's a hard
1
serve.
games apiece.
To get anyway.
Even
Right.
if your movement is even without a limited movement.
All right, Sven Burus has taken us out here, third game. The men's round of 16 here at the Canoe Cup at APTA National Championships here in Summit, New Jersey. It's actually going to be a smart play on Muoio. He did it
15 lob.
once, but if he's going to lob over Irdoja's head, keep him back, and then hit a softball at his feet, because he's going to really struggle closing back into the net. But I feel awful saying that about how to expose somebody that's injured. It's not 100%.
15 all.
Gosh, it's just, yeah, it's that right calf, ankle, unclear. But he was massaging that calf. Yeah, Irdoja's going to have to position more neutrally, not too close to the net when he thinks the drive is coming, because then you're just going to lob and expose them over the head and vice versa. I just give him takes a lot of courage to continue on.
Huh.
So I give him a lot of cred there. That's a great little flick by Muoio. Wow. He held that so long, Mike. I really thought he was going to lob.
Yeah.
Hold, hold, hold. Extend knuckles out, not up.
Great play.
It's a really smart shot. He's just unable to load on that leg. Oh, they switched. Got Leon in the ad side.
30-40.
Good lobs.
It's a really just spectacular, just off of Irdoja's left shoulder. And nice and deep. But it was a nice early communication call by Irdoja saying, I need help. I know it's probably my ball, but I can't get that right now.
Not now.
No. Just really nice mechanical overheads from Burus.
Deuce.
Irdoja's doing a great job of keeping that ball just out of trouble, hitting just very neutral overheads. Is this Muoio and Leon's first year playing?
I believe so. I was looking. He played a fair number of tournaments this year.
Yeah. I just remember seeing, especially Matt Muoio with his like hair and just out there doing his thing at Chicago Charities.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, who is this guy?
They finished.
He did
They finished fifth. Yeah, so
very
they lost in
well.
the quarters and won the quarter reprieve.
It's like, who is this?
They recently sixth place at the Midwesterns in Cincinnati just 2 weeks ago.
Burus is doing such a great job on these overheads.
And Ethan Leone won the Dwayne Hayden Invitational with Louis Vauclair.
Love that early help call. Rather than Muoio getting pulled way out of position, just immediately saying you.
Yeah, that third panel slam is,
yeah.
you know, really come into the game. Boy, great game there.
First set, 2-1.
So Land Rover, today's event is proudly sponsored by Land Rover Parsippany. Experience exceptional service and luxury performance. Visit LandRoverParsippany.com.
I'll tell you what, those Land Rovers in the parking lot.
Pretty sweet. I think, you know.
Is there a raffle
we ought to
that we
get
can
that,
enter?
Yeah, I think we ought to get that in the contract. I've got a couple things. I want a Land Rover for the weekend.
Yeah.
It's not asking too much, is it?
No, absolutely not.
I'm only driving. It's what, a mile to the hotel. It's not that far, but we ought to ride in luxury, I think.
The problem is getting used to that. Like,
I'd trade my Honda CR-V for it. What do you think?
I've got my Toyota.
Straight up?
Actually, I don't know if I'd. Yeah,
I'd
Land
take a
Rover.
Land Rover,
You can't,
yeah.
you can't get any better than that. It's a phenomenal dig by Leone over there on the deuce side.
I think if there's any benefit would be to play as many points as for Irdoja and Burus to play as many points as they can at the net.
Yes.
Because the reality is Irdoja won't have to move as much.
Correct. Yeah, Burus can pretty much take probably 85–90% of the balls.
30 love.
Can't control the drives. You know, Irdoja are going to get the. But if they can, Burus can continue to apply pressure and leave that opening up. Oh, wow.
How good
What?
was that?
The hay bale. That was. I mean, again, he's loading on his left foot. He's able to do a lot when he loads on his left. That was fun. Such a smart spot he's in right now. Just limiting his amount of movement over there on the deuce side by Irdoja.
Let's see if they start hitting that really hard rolling overhead into
Yes.
Irdoja's at his body.
They hit.
Did you know Irdoja played Davis Cup for Estonia?
No.
Yeah.
That's really cool stats.
And I believe I believe that he was teaching all summer, got the call up to play, and went over really without training and played. Here it is. It's a little whoop.
There it is. Whoop, there it is. Yeah, just phenomenal hands. Interesting little underhand serve.
Yeah, it really gives
Muoio just
nothing,
thrown in there.
Gives nothing for the returners. They don't have height. They don't have any
So
speed,
low.
so they have to create everything.
Game, Leon, Muoio. They lead the first set 3-1.
Yeah, that's exactly what you were saying about the big roller. You need to have explosive movement to either get out of the way of it or run it down. This is going to be a little tricky landing on his. He's loading on that right foot. And he's probably, my guess is he's going to serve and stay back. But
I'd go with the underhand. Looks
underhand
like he
would
is.
be great. Okay, good.
The hard part is he probably hasn't hit many underhand serves.
Yeah.
boy.
Loud 30.
That was, I mean,
15-30.
what a gentleman apologizing, but it's like, you know, I got one.
Yeah,
I
I've got.
got one way to end this point. And
Yeah.
it's a good drive there from
15-40.
Muoio.
Gosh, I'm sure that Irdoja was just hoping that it would
30-40.
release. Sometimes you
Yeah.
get that, and then the more you start to move it, you're like, okay, all right, it's not as bad, but this doesn't seem to be releasing at all.
Leon Muoio,
Yeah.
they lead the first set, 4-1.
Yeah,
Looks
that's it.
like we are finishing. He's going to retire, unfortunately. Oh, you hate to see it, Denise.
I don't know. It's tough. That's
Boy, oh
really
boy,
tough.
See the disappointment on really all four players. I'm disappointed too. I just hate to see somebody get injured and have to pull out like that.
No, absolutely.
Well, as you mentioned, we've got all. I think there's many more live stream going on now.
Yep.
Tomorrow we start at 10 a.m. Is that with the women's
Yeah,
quarters?
Yep. Tonight there's there's multiple stations that have some other men's round of 16 going on, and then tomorrow morning we are starting off with the women's quarterfinals at 10 o'clock in the morning, and then immediately followed by the men's quarters at noon, and then the semis to follow that. So a ton of action still ahead this evening, and then tomorrow as well. So that's a wrap here from here at Canoe Brook at the APTA National Championships. Thank you so much for watching. We hope the best for Irdoja. Hope he's feeling better. And Leon and Muoio will be moving forward onto the quarterfinal round tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great night.
Thank you, Denise.
A lot of founders start out with an idea, maybe in a garage, in a shared workspace, and really being a co-pilot along that whole journey from ideation to execution to maybe monetization one day is really the role we've decided to take in the marketplace. So I feel like we have really found a part of the market and offering that just really hasn't existed. It's this coaching, it's therapy, it's co-piloting on a journey that is unique.
The people are the reason we've been around for 40 years. They're the reason it's a fun place to work. They're the reason we're successful. It's always been our differentiator. When you're thinking about making an investment, you want to be looking at it from every angle. We have a group of people that just cares about each other and cares about the mission of Sea Loss.
Success takes hard work. Making success a legacy takes discipline. PPAC Private, your legacy, our discipline.
The business owners that I'm working with have entrusted Corient in this work because we're really focused on supporting them in their important endeavors. They're functioning every day in their zone of genius, and their expectation of us is we're doing the same. My name is Anna Diaz. I'm a partner and wealth advisor at Corient. When we think about the work we're doing for our clients, we think about first financial, absolutely. It is not uncommon that our very successful business owners and clients are making disjointed decisions. Our job is to provide a proactive strategy so the filter in which they make these decisions is informed. Second is the emotional load. Our clients often are asking themselves, what am I missing? Our job is to remove that mental load so they feel that their strategy is optimized, is simplified, and is executed cleanly. And the third is generational. Absolutely, there is technical design that goes into that, but it is also the thoughtful impact they want to have with what they've created.